Nice. Other. Oops, sorry. That's nice. Oh là là, we need to focus one. Turret on the bike. Oh my god, Bloodsucker. No
Agent,
box.
il faut que vous reveniez à New York. Les nettoyeurs sont à Brooklyn. On a besoin de renforts.
Oh putain, oh.
Accès à la zone de sécurité.
And the sunray. Ah, beautiful. Oh. Should we head?
Oh, he's got shock ammo. Ouch, the lawnmower. Wow, I got quadruple team there. That was crazy.
I'm
Did
bleeding.
you just blow up the car to kill me
Yeah,
too?
sorry. I had to. I had to think fast. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't the right thinking.
No, I have.
Oh, he's got. I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Oh my
You're on
god.
your own. Throw me your hive.
Is it gonna
Boss
work?
killed me so many times from that kind of stuff.
Okay.
He doesn't want to use his hive for me now.
I'm gonna need it. Oh. Test. Okay. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hope everybody had a good day. I'm back for the decent commendation. Okay. Sorry. And yeah, we have the dev stream in 40 minutes for tomorrow next season. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We still have the same talent pool. So hopefully it will be better than yesterday. Ok, 1, 2, 3.
Technologie SHD interdite. Accès refusé. Désactivation des protocoles SHD. Accès au programme de simulation de combat. Programme de simulation de combat activé.
Ok. Let me see. I'm gonna take the sticky, and for this, I don't wanna. Yeah, let's go.
Accès au nouveau site. Difficulté facile. Construction d'ennemis initiée. Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
Nice. Aïe aïe. Come on.
Console en ligne.
Okay. I want. Oh. Let me see. I know it was bugged for a very long time. Efficient.
Accès à la nouvelle
I
pièce.
don't really,
Difficulté
I don't really use
facile.
it.
Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance. Construction d'ennemis initiée.
Oh. He's like,
Console en ligne.
yeah, that was a short season. Gonna take off from that. I hope today I will get the regular talent. It will be easier and it will be more fun.
Accès au nouveau site. Difficulté intermédiaire.
I'm start to think that I might not get
Construction d'ennemis.
the
Les
commendation
ennemis
this season.
apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
On
Construction
apprendra
d'un
à attendre
combattant
le
ennemi.
dernier moment. Ah, come on! Let's die! Oh. Nice.
Console en ligne. Station de ravitaillement en ligne.
I'll take. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's go here.
Pièce sélectionnée. Difficulté facile.
Yeah. I hope I can at least kill the Nemesis.
Construction d'ennemis initiée. Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
Pum, pum, pum. I was hoping to play in the morning, but I was too tired. Good point. What is it?
Console en ligne.
Pum, pum, pum. A big clutch, but I don't know about the good chance, the good hit.
Accès au nouveau site. Difficulté cible prioritaire.
Dum, dum, dum.
Construction d'ennemis initiée.
Let me see.
Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
Come on. That's nice. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Come on, come on. Where are you? Coming behind me. Dun, dun, dun. What are you doing? It's nice. Barkowski. Aïe aïe aïe. That's nice. Oh, please give me something good. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let me just refresh the. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Still nothing good. I should take. I'll take this. I'm gonna buy one night. Okay. Let's take this one.
Accès à la nouvelle pièce. Difficulté intermédiaire.
Let's go to the other side.
Construction d'un combattant ennemi. Construction d'ennemis.
Another other
Les
side.
ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
This one. Oh, that's nice. Dun, dun.
Console
Nice.
disponible.
What should I take? I'm not sure about that, but okay, it's nice. Red, red, yellow.
Pièce sélectionnée. Difficulté facile. Construction d'ennemis initiée. Construction d'un combattant ennemi.
Let's go here.
Vous connaissez le...
Console
Oh,
disponible.
only one spawn.
Station de ravitaillement en ligne.
Okay, just give me this one. I don't need anything. Contact this one.
Pièce sélectionnée. Difficulté intermédiaire.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go.
Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans
go
les
to the other
portes
side.
en surbrillance. Construction d'ennemis initiée.
Another other side. Oops. Don't do that.
Console
Nice.
disponible.
Dun, dun. I'm gonna take Salovich. Take this one.
Pièce sélectionnée. Difficulté facile. Construction d'ennemis initiée. Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
Nice. Nice.
Console
Nice.
active.
Ooh. Very nice. Let's get. I need money.
Accès à la nouvelle pièce. Difficulté. Cible prioritaire.
Gonna wait for my dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go. Going to my side.
Construction d'un combattant ennemi. Construction d'ennemis initiée.
Aïe aïe aïe. Nice. Record is it's crazy. Shit. Oh.
Je reste là.
Aïe aïe aïe. Oh, the bus is coming. Anthony.
Faut que je change cette protection.
Nice. Okay, please give me no. Dun. Dommage. Dun, 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 dun. What time is it? 42. Okay. The other side. Okay, please give me a shotgun. What's the damage? There's less damage? Just give me the money. Goodbye. Gonna buy one yellow. Just in case I can get opportunistic and praised. Probably get rid of efficient. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Okay, so yellow. It's good.
Accès à la nouvelle pièce.
I'm
Difficulté
going to my
facile.
spot.
Menace IEM détectée. Construction d'ennemis initiée. Construction d'un combattant ennemi. Dysfonctionnement du système.
Please die.
Système rétabli. Système limité.
Vas-y, vas-y.
Système en ligne.
That thing uses a lot of bullets. It's a problem. Hop. Où sont les...
Ces ordures me foncent dessus. Tuez-les. Bouge pas.
C'est tendu. On va pas ou quoi? Hop.
Console active.
Okay. Please give me opportunistic. Pressed. It's good. Okay. I hope it's not too loud. Okay. Yeah, they usually start 15 minutes before. I can't hear. Oh, I think I can change. Give me 1 second. If I do this. Okay. I like this spot. Come on. The music is loud. I need to check. I'm gonna wait for them to talk. Comment ça me saoule, eux. Sorry about that. Let's reroll once. Let's take this. Yellow, blue, red. Take this one. Oh, I can switch. Give me 1 second. petit setup. Yeah, let me check the sound because I'm afraid it's too. it's okay. Okay. I never know where to go. I like to go here. Nice. Nice. Come on. Let's reroll once. Oh, I wanted to reroll. I didn't read the. J'ai fait n'importe quoi. Give me this. Let's take this. Boom, 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 boom. Give me once again. Just gonna check something. Come on. Mais arrête de tuer mes potes. Yeah, I hope it's not too loud. Bathroom. Give me 1 second. Just see if I can find This is so loud. Let's go. Oh, this is possible. This is dangerous because sometimes the bullet go through the. Oh. I think this is soundtrack from Brooklyn. Up. Nice. Come on. I like the red light. Up. Bauer. Aïe. Back dump. Oh. Nice, nice. That's not exactly dommage. Dun, 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 dun. Qu'est-ce que je vois un truc. Let me check. I need the shotgun. Oh, come on. I need to get something. Okay. Hopefully I can buy one red and one blue. Should be enough. I'm gonna take. Let's take this one. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's there. Oops. Nice. I want let's reroll once. Come on. Give me this. Wait, Rifleman, Red Basket. Oh, I want Concussion. And so je crois. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Susan? Can see your head. Nice. Oh, should I take? I want. I want entrench, but I want. Give me this. from the get-go. Nice, nice.
Accès au nouveau site. Difficulté intermédiaire.
Let's go here.
Construction d'ennemis initiée.
Oh! Aïe aïe aïe! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Il m'a fait peur avec son gros casque. Should I? I'm gonna reroll once. Oh, come on! Let's give me this. Wow. Making some bad choice. Okay. Let's go here. Oh. Starting.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Into the Dark launch stream.
Hello.
After this fancy key art with the animation. So
It's animated now. It's like
yeah.
very impressive.
So we are here today
Let me
to
check the
cover
sound
the season
real
2
quick.
launch for the year 8. The season is called Into the Dark. It starts tomorrow, June 16. It's all about risk, tension, and going back to the dark zone. So before we start diving into what's new in the season, let's watch the trailer for it.
The dark zones are changing. Hyenas are expanding their reach, growing stronger as they exploit what remains there. Agent, it's time to go back into the dark.
Is it money or name of the guy talking? Wow, it's chaotic. $16 guy on one guy. Oh la la. Just season hideout. Lucky another aspect. Refugee. Ooh. Is it next season?
Yay! So I think people have spotted a few new things in this trailer, right?
It's green.
It's green. Yeah.
It's
No,
a lot of green.
but man, season 2 is here. It's called Into the Dark because the players are going back to the dark zone. Before we talk about dark zone, PvP changes, everything from season 2, there's something very important about this trailer that we showed a little bit. That is the fact that this is the season that we're bringing the second incursion for Division 2.
Yes. Finally.
Finally.
Finally another incursion.
So the location is the Steel Creek Dam, a hydroelectric plant. There's a
Can you say
hurricane.
that again?
Hydroelectric plant. I know that I can speak that better in
couldn't do it
Portuguese.
better,
so
so.
Yeah. So the big threat is there's a hurricane incoming and the Rikers are occupying the facility. The goal
Hurricane?
is to breach their defense, defeat their leadership, and secure the place. It's an end game challenge, so you're going to require your optimized builds, you're going to require a lot of teamwork, and it's coming later this season. So Yannick, what can players expect from these incursions in terms of challenge?
Well, I mean, we build incursions as the toughest challenge that there is. So when approaching this one, we decided to, go all in with what is the power level of the players today, and how do we create a challenge for those players. So going into an incursion, it is 4 players, at least at the beginning. It is 4 players. It is really about, about RPG, about roles, about team composition, about having the right gear, passing the gear check, learning the strategies to defeat the bosses and defeat all the rooms, and just grind your way to until the end and defeat this final boss. So it is going to be challenging. It is going to be tough. I hope, at least, if we get it right. and yeah, a lot of fun in a new location. And fighting the Rikers, which is nice because we haven't had a lot of Rikers things in a very long time.
Yeah, and just to be very clear, the incursion is coming later this season, so it's not coming tomorrow. We're going to give the proper time to each of the features that we have planned for this season. So tomorrow is all about the Dark Zone, the new modifiers, the new situation.
Yes.
And then eventually later in the season, you're going to have all the information about incursion. This is just a tease, so you can get a taste of what's coming next.
But
Cool.
the preparation starts now.
Yes,
for the incursion.
yes, exactly.
Oh, starts
And
tomorrow.
And the other thing that, or the other element, gameplay element that is coming with this season is something that the players already expect, that are the classified assignments for Year 8. So we have 2 of them, as we had in Season 1, Rise Up. The first one is called Conspiracy Zone Hideout. This is the key art that you're seeing right now, the screenshot. This one is coming tomorrow, June 16, with the game. So if you buy the season pass with the season pass will come with that, and then you can buy it separately as well. This is the classified assignment 3, the third one, and it's going with the same narrative hook that we had before. It's the mystery of the lost agents. So you're going to this place. It's kind of an arcade place.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is the first one that you'll be able to play in Season 2. And then later, in July 21st, we have the Macmillan Reservoir Assault. We have an injured division agent trapped, and you have an active faction conflict to solve with the True Sons versus the
Last of
Hyenas.
Us 1
So how do those
location.
classified assignments connect to the broader classified assignment narrative that we have for Year 8?
Well, you know what's fun when making classified assignments is we're really trying to think of locations that the game hasn't shown you yet. Like, how can we have fun creating something new? How can we make it fun for players to visit a new place? So when we build the arcade, this idea of like, what if we played with conspiracy theories and created a space where you can revisit some very classic conspiracy theories, but in a playful way. So this is what we did with the first one, and the second one was much more about this open space, playing with water and those very industrial buildings. So we tried to really have those different locations, but what we wanted with this set of classified assignments is really having this one core narrative where every single one of them is a piece to a bigger puzzle. And so, of course, those, as they're part of the Lost Agents, they will add their own pieces, their own elements that will allow you to eventually piece everything together and trace back what is going on. And that will continue to go until the very last classified assignment of the year.
Amazing. I personally love the classified assignments because this is a moment that I connect with people who don't play Division 2 with me very often, but they just come to play and unravel this mystery. So I'm super looking forward. This is now for the people who are in the chat saying this is a pre-recorded stream, so this is a proof that is not. Yannick, let's talk about Season 2. So let's talk about Hyenas. This is the main thing that we have in this season. What situation are the players getting themselves into as they enter this season? We had in the first season the Black Tusk in the spotlight. Now it's time to fight the Hyenas.
Yes, so this is where we're entering spoiler territories. So if you haven't played the climax of Season 1, now is your chance.
Oh, let me listen to this.
But so Season 1, Rise Up, was very much focused on the Black Tusk, and this was the idea of the Black Tusk. They're kind of taking a break, and they're trying to salvage as much as they can before they move on. And in the climax, we kind of find out that they're going on a break, or they're going to release some of the pressure they've been putting on Washington D.C. And so what happens when the Black Tusk is not here to police the city is that it creates a power vacuum within the factions, where all of them will want to try to take the upper hand. And this season it's going to be the Hyenas. And what's always fun with the Hyenas, they have this unique thing, which is the spice. Which is this gameplay ingredient where they consume the spice and then they get this extra health bar. And in this season, you're going to find out that they are working on a new recipe of this spice. And so we need to stop that because obviously this is bad. It's not really good. Drugs are bad, and drugs on hostile factions are even worse. So you're going to have to fight that, but headquarters in a way, and where the supply of spice of this new spice recipe is in the dark zone.
Okay.
And this is why you need to go into the dark zone to end that production and also claim those supplies.
And this season, we also have a new addition to our retaliation. We have the new elite Q squad of hyenas. So this is something new that you're going to be able to face during season 2, also exclusive for season like we had last time with the Team 9 for the Black Tusk. Cool, so now it's time to put the headphones on because we have guests. So yes, I have Yannick with me, but it's time to talk as well with our good friends from Bucharest. So I would like to introduce you all Florian Micharoy, the lead game designer in charge of PvP in the Division 2. Hi Florian, how are you doing?
Hello everyone, hello agents, and hello rogues.
Yeah, so Florian, first of all, I know that a lot of players in the PvP community have been asking and waiting for you for a long time, and you're finally here. So how do you feel being included in the Division 2 project and now taking care of PvP?
I'm really excited to be here, and I'm ready to do a lot of stuff in new seasons, and they will see what I'm preparing for them.
Amazing. So let's talk first about the Dark Zone. So players who have played the PTS, they already have a glimpse of what's the proposition for this season, but we're going to have 3 Dark Zones rotating each week. In each one of them, we have different rule sets to keep the experience fresh every week. And each one of those Dark Zones, they have a different player type in mind, or we had a player type in mind when we created them. So let's talk first about the PvE Dark Zone. It's called the Toxic Dark Zone. I think we have a nice, this one that I was waiting, the nice video showing the 3 different icons in the Dark Zone. So you see the middle one is the green one is the Toxic Dark Zone. It's pure PvE experience, so no rogues, no PvP. It's the main location for the seasonal loop. This is where you can find the sample canisters, that is the resource, the currency that we have for the season. Is also the place where we have toxicity, a new mechanic that we developed for this season. So it's going to be one of the existing maps. So you can see now west, south, and east, but it's actually going to rotate, like I mentioned, every week. So you don't get to use to the same map for more than 7 days. And Yannick, the first question that I need to ask you is why we decide to do this. Like, what player feedback led us to create a PvE only Dark Zone?
Well, I think the fantasy of a PvE Dark Zone has always been there. There's a lot of people that would like to experience the Dark Zone, but are always intimidated by the idea of PvP. And while I know that there are some people who are very attached to the idea of the Dark Zone needs to be PvP because there needs to be very high risk for this high reward. And I agree, but we thought within the context of a season, we can try to play around with those rules. And at least for that time window, create that experience of a PvE Dark Zone. So it's really opening the door for everyone to experience what the Dark Zone is and what makes the Dark Zone a bit special, although without the PvP, of course. And it's in this idea that we have of like trying things out. You know, we're in the 8th year of the Division 2. We can keep adding more things, we can keep reworking things, but we also sometimes want to take risks and try things and see how the players react to it. So since the idea of a PvE Dark Zone has always been there, we thought, well, let's try it out and let's see if it's actually fun. Let's see if that's something that we should spend more time and resources on in the future, or if it actually doesn't work and doesn't click, and in which case, well, that goes away at the end of the season, so then we can forget about it.
Yeah, and by saying that, by experimenting all of that, Florian, how do you balance the tension? How do you make PvE Dark Zone with such a tension as it was with the PvP version? How did you create that?
So this season with the Toxic Dark Zone, we shifted all that pressure into the environment itself. In the Toxic Dark Zone, you're dealing with the new toxic mechanic and aggressive hunters. Plus, if you want to extract your loot, you need a stabilization agent. So the tension isn't about watching your back for another player going rogue. It's all about managing your contamination meter and surviving some really tough fights before extracting.
And for the players who really like the concept of PvE Dark Zone. Yannick, is this a permanent edition or is this the season exclusive one?
No, it's for this season only, at least for now. And this is really one of those things where I mean, let's see where that brings us. If the concept and the execution is something that resonates with a lot of people, we can absolutely consider bringing it back in this form or in another in the future. But this one is especially very intricately connected to the mechanics of the season. So that one is really built as a season experience only for this season. And then if in the future we want to bring another type of PvE Dark Zone, then we will look at that in isolation.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. And for Flooring, now another question is, if this mode is intended as an onboarding step for players who want to try out the PvP Dark Zones later?
Yes, is the perfect training ground. Whenever an agent steps into the dark zone, the network drops and your tech starts acting up. Because of that, your gear needs to feel the same across disease. By keeping the combat balance, you can master your build without getting killed by another player. Once you feel comfortable there, you're ready for the balance or classic dark zone and something else in the future. We'll see.
And in the PvE Dark Zone, you have is the place where you find the sample canisters that are the main resource of this season. It's a core seasonal resource that can be found in the DZ or dropped by hyenas, and it's used for your passive modifiers to change, to buff your active modifiers as well with the surge. And it's very connected to the central progression loop of this season. So, Florian, what was the design goal behind adding a currency like the sample canisters? I know that people love currency, so you can go crazy now.
Yeah, we wanted to give players a constant split-second choice between getting stronger right now or saving up for later. You can either bank them to unlock permanent passive upgrades as the season goes on, or you can burn them right in the middle of the fight to surge your active modifiers. That modifiers gives you a massive offense or defense power. It's all about deciding whether to hoard your resources or spend them to survive.
And how does this tie into the broader seasonal economy design as well?
It's all about creating a rewarding ecosystem that links everything, the seasonal mechanic, with your long-term endgame progression. The canisters you farm drive your seasonal combat power, but the wider economy is built around your actual build optimization, farming these resources and exotic components from the hunters. Whether you are hoarding canisters for power or farming these resources for different caches, every system feeds back into helping min-max your endgame gear.
Give me 1 second.
So this is the toxic PvE Dark Zone. Again, you're seeing now on screen the loop of going there and donating the sample canisters. Just to remind that this, although it's a Dark Zone, it's PvE, so you're not going to face other agents, but you're going to see other agents in there. And if you're playing on consoles and you don't have one of the subscriptions required to play multiplayer, it's going to be almost like solo experience for you there. You're not going to see other agents, but still be able to play in the seasonal content. For all the others, you'll be able to see, join forces, all the rules apply to the PvE Dark Zone. Now, let's talk about the PvP variants, because we have two of them. We have the classic Dark Zone, full power enable, shade, and expertise levels active. High risk, high reward for experienced players. This is the description for this one. And the balanced Dark Zone. So shade and expertise levels are disabled, so we have more even fights. And we have a lower barrier to entry, because in the end you don't need a super high build to compete there. So Florian, the PvP rebalance that we made, we saw in the trailer, over 350 changes were made to the talents only in this phase. We tried to address the major offenders of the meta. What can you say to the players who got their favorite gear nerfed by those changes?
First thing, my gear was also there, so we know it's never fun to see your build get changed. So our main goal with phase 1 is to expand the gameplay and give you way more viable choices. When one specific talent is so mathematically ahead of everything else, it becomes a mandatory lock. you're basically forced to run it just to stay competitive, and that kills your build creativity. By bringing all the talents to a balanced playing field, we instantly make 20 other combinations viable. We want players experimenting with new synergies instead of everyone running the same variation.
And you mentioned like biodiversity, and of course when we ran that to the PTS, a lot of people were saying, yeah, but this is not enough, we want more. So what can you tell us about what's being worked right now and what's going to be in the menu for the future?
Right now we're focusing on balancing skills and attributes in close future updates. And we are also targeting status effect and introducing new rotation for both Dark Zones and Conflict. Additionally, maybe new seasonal projects and many more adjustments and rewards coming down the line.
Yeah, and I have here yeah, go on.
I just want to react a bit because I see some comments in chat and you know, people talking about the balancing changes we're doing, and I see one comment that's like, you all just nerfed everything, that's it. Yes, we did. Yes, we proudly did. That's the whole point of creating a whole new baseline, is like we have to touch everything, we have to bring everything, but the way you should compare it is you shouldn't compare the PvP stats versus what you're used to in PvE. You need to compare the PvP stats versus the other PvP stats and how all of that experience feels in PvP context. And so that's really what we're trying to do here, is create a whole new baseline, and that means some things are probably nerfed too much, some things are not nerfed enough, some things are still too powerful, others are not. But we need to start somewhere, and if that starting point is a bit too aggressive, so be it, that's fine. Then we can calibrate over time as we also bring in more changes, skill balance, attribute balance, and all of that. But this needs to start somewhere. So if that feels like a big nerf pass, I think that's okay, because again, this is about PvP balance. This is not about comparing the numbers between PvE and PvP.
Yeah, no, that's great. And we want to encourage players to keep sharing feedback about the PvP changes, because we have so many that probably we need to refine some of those. And like Flori mentioned, we have much more in plate for what's coming next in the future. And talking about PvP, it's like one of the first things that we saw in the chat when we decided to talk about Dark Zones, is that people asking about cheaters. So of course we know how frustrating it is to have your experience ruined by cheaters, and with the season being so focused on the Dark Zone and on this PvP aspect, I would like to ask you, Flori, is there any new anti-cheat efforts that you can share? I know that some people might have heard last week during the DevNote stream, but I think this is a good opportunity to remind players about what we're doing for the next season.
Yes, we know. Fair fight is what makes the PvP experience work. Fixing this is a massive focus for the team. We can't share specific details or updates publicly because we don't want to give cheat developers a heads up on our systems before our fixes even go live. But I want to reassure everyone that a ton of work is happening behind the scenes. Those upcoming updates are just the start for us, and we are going to keep pushing out security improvements as we move forward. More and more.
Yeah, and something that you mentioned last week, Yannick, was the fact that we are dedicating more resources, and we need people to report those players, right? Yep. So we're going to have much more eyes, much more like human resource people going to review those in-game reports. So if you have lost your faith in that feature, please don't, because this season, it's super important that as soon as the season starts, you help us by reporting players who are doing wrong things in the Division PvP environment.
Yeah, and I think that's the same, you know, as the PvP balance. It's like we need to start somewhere. I mean, I wish we could come up here and say, hey, we fixed cheating. And that's it. Like Season 2, new update, no cheating anymore. But that's not the way it works. I mean, first, there is no magic wand to just fix cheating forever, but also it's going to be a constant battle. And I think the good news that people need to take away from this is that we are seriously investing into anti-cheat efforts and really improving the situation. We were already, you know, trying to catch cheaters and banning cheaters in the past, but now we are actually really dedicating much more time and effort and people to improve on this. So it's going to take some time. It's the same. We need to start somewhere. We need to calibrate over time. We need to improve our processes, get faster, get better at communicating. There's a lot of things that we need to do better to really improve the situation, but that work has started, and this is the good news.
Yeah, and this whole season it's called Into the Dark because we want players to go back to the Dark Zone. We want even PvE players to have fun in the Dark Zone. So this whole story is about like giving players a seasonal reason to go to the Dark Zone, doing a full balance pass on the PvP meta, improving anti-cheat efforts. Florian, what are the best rewards and incentives for players to actually go there? In the end, what's there for them?
This season we made the rewards a lot more direct. If you're fighting in a balanced zone, the contaminated gear now gives you double the Dark Zone resources. On top of that, we heavily buffed the drop rates for exotic components from PvP landmark chests and bosses. Then you take that easy resources to the revamped vendors and you can buy exactly what your build needs, whether that's optimization caches, exotic components, new prototype caches, everything to upgrade your gear. And we're going to keep improving on this economy in the future.
And you mentioned the PvP variants there. What's the main difference that people will feel like? Like if I'm trying to experiment myself in the PvP environment, what should be the difference for me between the balance and the classic Dark Zone?
The balance DZ is pure player skill and build synergy. It's an even playing field, and honestly, we've already been noticing the Dark Zone getting a lot more active with players jumping in lately, which make this the perfect spot for newer players to learn or for veterans to test out wild builds. The classic DZ, on the other hand, is your high-stakes Wild West, where everything is turned on. That's the place for veteran players to take their absolute best and see how they truly stack up against the rest of the community.
Yeah. So, Florian, we're getting to the final part of this interview, and we have other stuff to cover in this live. But it was a pleasure to have you here. It was very good to finally give a face to the famous PvP game designer that we've been promoting on social. So thank you so much for joining us and for everything you're doing. I was never a PvP player in the division so far. I'm gonna give a shot this season based on the changes that I know that we have planned.
Okay.
Do you have any final tips? Sorry.
Very much.
Yeah, I was, do you have any final tips for players like me? I know this is part of the script, but I completely forgot to ask the question.
Thank you very much having me here. Yes, for the final tips, for the players, take advantage of the tweaks we just introduced. Use the Toxic Dark Zone to lock down your build, grab resources, and get everything ready before you jump into the other two DZs. The final thing, see you in the dark, agents, because I'm always tinkering, playing, listening, and watching.
Thank you so much, Florian.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And roguing.
Cool.
Is that the term?
Yeah.
Roguing.
No, I saw. I had to comment in. Someone's asked Florian where's his po sound effect. I think we cannot make the community expect that
like
every
yeah.
every interviewer will come here
Yes.
with the sound design, sound effects. Okay.
No, but hey, let's be real. Like Florian is a machine, and it's just like I don't think people realize, like how quickly the guy joined the team and immediately looked at our PvP. He was playing the game already, so he knew already a lot about it. But and just like got his hands dirty and just started making changes without really asking for permission. So that's what gives me great hope, is that we have someone that's really passionate about the topic, that's knowledgeable, and that doesn't hesitate to to get work done and to really achieve a lot. He set the bar very high on himself for this update. Those 350 plus changes are way beyond what we asked of him, and I just want to give him some credit. So please be kind in your feedback, give feedback. And let's all work together to keep improving on this.
Yeah, that's basically the message that I had here. We need that feedback because making so many changes require a lot of iteration, and like you mentioned, it's a multi-phase process. We have more things stored for the future in the PvP community. All right, so now moving to the modifiers of Season 2. This is something that we have every season. I know that some people have some PTSD from last season with so many variables. Now it's a little bit simpler, right? And it's very connected to the Dark Zone. So, Yannick, power versus risk loop. This is the whole thing. Everything ties into the toxicity and the sample canisters. What can you tell us about the proposition for the global modifier in this season?
Well, yeah, we wanted something that was a bit more straightforward in terms of fantasy and in terms of approach. So, the moment we landed on hyenas and we started thinking about the idea of the spice and the toxicity and the dark zone and all of that, it made sense for us to use that idea of the sample canisters as like the economy of the season, which is something a bit new that we're trying, which is this idea of like you need to get a resource and you need to go donate that resource or you can consume it. But then as far as what you gain from that, we, since a lot of that season is focused on the economy of it, we wanted the rewards for it to be very straightforward. So that's why we went with something that is, this kind of passive buff that just makes you better. And then it's the economy of actually feeding into the surge mechanic of the active modifiers and looking at passive modifiers also in a bit more simplified way, because this season, this season, depends when you watch this, but season 1 Rise Up, we decided to go with something that was very, very, very complex, which is fun, but there needs to be a rotation in terms of complexity. So this one is a bit, it's a bit more, as I said, a bit more straightforward to approach, but still a lot of fun.
Yeah, and to summarize the loop that we're expecting for this, so you're going to enter the dark zone, fight hyenas, collect sample canisters. Those canisters are going to become your seasonal currency, but can also give you a surge, can be a power resource for an instant that you might need to fight them. You spend them for passive modifiers or activate them for this burst power that I mentioned. And activating the active modifier will consume those canisters with the surge. So that's basically the idea. Now you're seeing on the screen the screenshot for the global modifier. You're gonna basically donate a bunch of canisters and unlock new power. And then we move to the active modifiers. We have 3 of them again: offense, defense, and utility. As always, you press a button and you have a effect helping you.
Yeah, so we have 3. Of course, depending on your playstyle, you can pick the one you want. They will progress as usual with each season. One thing that I think I don't know if we've mentioned that, but just to be clear, so sample canisters, you get them in the dark zone. You can also get them in retaliation on the kill squad. So if you really don't want to go into the dark zone, or if you're playing retaliation, if you get the hyena kill squad of this season, which is a season exclusive, you will be also able to get sample canisters.
And we also have the passive modifiers. This time we have 9 of them. So like Yannick mentioned, last season was a little bit more complex, a lot of combinations. Now we have them. Yes, now you can see them. The 9 of them: gadgets, resistance, and offensive. And they are very connected to the toxicity mechanic, right?
Yes, it is connected to the toxicity mechanic. It is connected to the whole loop of the dark zone and the whole loop of the sample canister. So this is really to help you grind the resource a bit more efficiently, and then that resource feeds into your global modifier.
All right, and as always in every season we have also the hostile modifiers. We have 3 of them this season. They are going to help the hyenas to be, or not only the hyenas, but your enemies to be stronger against you. Anything you want to comment about them?
They are hostile.
They are
modifiers. No, I don't know. Yes, they are. I mean, it's always the same, right? It's trying to add a bit more of a spice. Spice, not in the hyena way, but spice in a gameplay way to the season. So as usual, try to read the text, learn how they work, and learn how to play around them, and watch out for those icons.
Yeah, because we know that in the end of the day, you guys are going to check everything on patch notes. So we are just making the comments about what is coming in the season, but the details you can find in the full patch note that is coming later today, with the definitive numbers based on your feedback during the PTS as well. So talking about PTS feedback, we also had in the PTS the new gear that we have planned for this season. So now you can see the gear set that is exclusive for, or it's not exclusive, but a new addition for season 2 that is called the Ortiz Reficere, if I'm using my Latin right. Or I know that some people would...
There's still debate on how this is supposed to be said, so I think you can go Reficere, you can go Reficere, I don't know. We'll see what term the community adopts, and we'll make that canon.
Yeah, so we have the new gear set there. You can see that 2 pieces will give you 8% skill efficiency, 3 pieces 60% repair skills, and 4 pieces the new talent that gives you healing skills duration and range are decreased, but then you have healing efficiency and a lot of other stuff. So I'm not gonna going over all the details, but something that I can ask you already, I know that was meant to be later in the script, but this is a healer season, right?
I mean, in a way, yes. I think when we started working on the season, and again that concept of the toxicity and the sample canisters, one thing that was very important was that we don't want that fantasy to be like, oh, the hyenas are doing a new spice that's giving them a boost, and so I'm gonna go and steal their spice and use it to boost myself, which would have been a temptation, but. That's not really how the division operates, right? You steal the loot, you kill the people, you steal the loot, but you don't steal their drugs. But instead, because you're giving those sample canisters in the White House and turning that into something positive, this is the same idea. Is like, how can we create this idea of there is a compound, there is something that exists in the dark zone that the hyenas are using to turn into a weapon. How can we use that to turn it into something good? And that was the idea of, well, maybe let's focus the gameplay and the gear of that season a bit more on like healing and support mechanics to focus more on that angle rather than giving you more poison and things like that.
Yeah, and to help you fight the hyenas, or at least to help you survive with your squad in the dark zone, we have also the Caduceus. So the new exotic assault rifle. This is with also the exotic skin in this key art. Very, very cool. I know that a lot of players were very excited to have the Caduceus feature in Division 2 based on the presence that we had in Division 1. And we made some changes based on PTS. So now the talent gives you 3% of the critical hits that you hit on your and the enemies. It's 3% back of that damage to you and your group. Any comments on the Caduceus?
Well, it's just I'm very happy that we get to bring it back. It's fun every time we have an opportunity to look at old gear and things that existed in Division 1, and that still resonate a lot with people and with ourselves. When we have opportunities to bring it back in the right context, it's always very exciting.
Nice.
I'm super happy about Caduceus coming back because that was one of my favorite weapons in Division 1, and I'm glad that we managed to really keep the essence of it and even the look of the original one. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's one of those weapons that is conceptually pretty easy to understand and to work around. So I'm hoping people will find good ways to put it into their builds.
Yeah, just a note that now you're seeing both Caduceus and the new LMG, so this is why you might be confused.
The Caduceus is not an LMG.
It's not an LMG, it's an assault rifle. Yeah. We also have the Nurse's knee pads exotics, the new exotic knee pads called Nurse's knee pads. It's a red core gear, right? You have crit chance and crit damage as the main attributes, but the talent gives you and the allies within 10 meters of you 40% hazard protection as well. So this is also somehow connected to that, right?
Yeah, it's again this support role. I mean, hazard protection is always nice to have. It's gonna be hopefully nice in PvP, nice in PvE, and it's also not everything, not every talent needs to be a trigger on do a headshot and then do a backflip and take cover and do a cover to cover. Sometimes it's nice to have something that's just like always on and that is just a passive buff that applies to your entire team. As a support player, you already have a lot of things to focus on, so it's nice to have that thing to rely on.
And the season starts tomorrow, so we have a lot of rewards for you in the season pass. You've just seen, you just saw a lot of them or some of them. These are for example, skins that you can obtain through the season pass. I'm gonna just read the list here, but we have 2 prestige arm patches, Hyena turret skill VFX, Hyena skill squad sniper outfit, the rusher outfit, 1 extra copy of the Caduceus exotic weapon, shade approved exotic weapon skin, 10 gear dice, 10 universal weapon skins, and 400 premium credits. This is for the premium track. On the free one, you have 3 arm patches, Hyena Hive skill VFX, Hyena Q squad controller outfit, the Caduceus exotic weapon, the nurse's knee pads, the exotic knee pads that we mentioned, block by block universal weapon skin, 2 named weapons, 2 named gear, and 1 brand set. So this is it for the season pass of Into the Dark, as always available tomorrow, June 16th, for all our player base. We also have some updates on the tech part for from our art team, because they did some improvements in some of the tech that you know on your apparel. Some of the players already spotted that during the PTS, so good for you, and now the whole community will be able to see. The first one, I think, is one of the most requested things. Like, people saw the Phoenix Hunter and they're like, oh, we want to not only the mask, I want to have the whole outfit. So if by any chance you have the purple flame outfit, if you just replace with that outfit, if you just replace the mask with the Phoenix Hunter, you'll be able to change the whole outfit. So this is the new tech that we got, so it's actually changing the outfit based on the mask. The purple flame will be available in the store until June 23rd, so you have more time to acquire if you want. Is it
just for this?
And on the top,
you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
I didn't know we were doing that.
You didn't?
So it's one of those things. Maybe it was mentioned. I was like, oh yeah, sure.
I didn't,
cool.
but
and then I forgot about it. And then I saw people from the PTS finding out that you could do that, and I was like, I was really impressed and really surprised. So good job to the art team. They just never stop surprising me in good ways. So it's really cool.
So they're gonna surprise you again, because now I'm gonna talk about the new tech that they have.
Focused on nerfs, yes, old Danny. That's probably why.
Yes, the new tech that they have made for us to customize your outfit.
That one I've seen.
Oh, you've seen that?
That's
okay.
cool.
So this is something that you can change hunter masks behind the under a veil like this one, and you can see this new feature with the shrouded jacket that will be available in the store from tomorrow to June 30. But you can change different hunter masks and some of other masks that we made to implement the tech. So I know that Pali especially, he's always like trying to find a new way of making things cooler, and why not?
Oh no, it's a mask in the hat.
This is super cool.
But that's the cool thing, you know. It's like, outside of the fact that how the hell that Phoenix mask does not burn through the veil, but that's next level of tech improvements. Hear me out, Connie. But no, I think what's great is it's cosmetic items, and we could very easily just keep making more cosmetics and just rinse and repeat the same formula and try to make money out of it. But I think it's great that the team finds ways to have fun and to innovate and to always come up with new things. How often do I hear here at the office, like, hey, we tried this and turns out we can actually do that amazing thing that we always thought we could never do before. And I find that super inspiring that the team still finds ways to actually come up with ideas and just have a blast working on those items.
All right, so all these changes are coming tomorrow, June 16th, for the Division 2, Season 2 Into the Dark season. Also, we have Twitch drops available for our creators. So if you're watching right now through a restream of one of our creators, hello to you as well. I know that you're not in our chat, but I know that you're having fun with your favorite creator. And tomorrow you can watch them and get some rewards by doing that. So we have 5 levels. Hyena logo arm patch named Kashi, Hyena left arm patch, exotic Kashi, and finally the weapon skin spray and strip for 4 hours watching them. No, we don't have drops enabled in this stream. It's only tomorrow that starts, and we also don't want to steal the viewership from your favorite creators. Cool. I think we covered everything basically from Season 2. I know that last week we had a Dev Note stream. It was you and Alex here having fun. some people might have missed that. We had a written format that we share later
nice.
as well. But I know that every time that we come here, I just saw the comment that I was looking, Mace War, thank you. I would say crossplay when, because people will always ask like, okay, when is, we want to know more about the roadmap.
No
So
crossplay news.
last week we talked a little bit about that. Do you want to reinforce that message just to the players who are not aware?
I died,
Oh, Paddy is in chat.
thinking
Hey, Paddy.
about some-
Good job. Keep going. No, so yeah, crossplay is it's the same. It's the same as usual. It is work in progress. It is a very, very complex piece of tech, and I know a lot of games are coming out with crossplay enabled. A lot of games have enabled crossplay, and we're going through that process. We've kind of jokingly talked about the complexity of it in the dev notes stream. Like there's so many edge cases that we need to anticipate, and here we really need to anticipate it, because we really cannot take the risk with crossplay to get something wrong, because getting something wrong means people could lose progress, people could lose some of their ownership, people could potentially lose their saves, and obviously we cannot afford that. So we really need to be as meticulous as possible in anticipating all the edge cases, making sure we have solutions for everything, and that nothing will go unplanned or unprepared. And that's why we take our time to make sure we get it right. And when we will have news, you will hear news. Trust us, we will be the first ones to brag about it. But until then, unfortunately, you have to be a bit patient. And I know patience is a strength in the community.
So we also mentioned the changes that we're making to escalation, to prototype gear, costs in general. We have a lot of updates on that front as well, based on PTS feedback. We tried out a lot of different things during the PTS to get feedback and understand the direction. So the final version of those changes, or at least like what we conclude as being the best of both worlds, are going to be implemented tomorrow based on the feedback of the community. So everything that was in the dev notes stream and in the dev notes text article are going to be there tomorrow as well. Any comments on this part?
No, I mean, I'm glad we got to do PTS. I'm glad we got to do 2 PTS phases. I think there were a lot of learnings, a lot of back and forth. We talked a bit about it in the stream as well, how it's great that we got to do 2, because we get to try one thing, then try another thing. Sometimes they might be the complete opposite, just so we calibrate and we see what's right. So thanks for everybody who participated. Thanks for everybody who contributed and joined the conversation, even if you couldn't necessarily join the PTS. I think we landed on something pretty solid, and I'm really excited for players to kind of play the whole thing tomorrow in its entirety, and then get the feedback from that and keep going.
Yeah, okay. The final topic that I have here is just a request from me, from my side community. Please use the in-game report tool for cheaters this season. I know that we've talked about that before, but along with the bug reporter, the revamp or the new efforts that we're applying behind the scenes to the anti-cheat efforts are very important to ensure a clean and a fair experience to everyone. So I know that you guys are using the bug reporter now. It's great. We're being able to track a lot of bugs. We're being able to prioritize what affects you the most. And now I want to ask again, please use the in-game report feature, because we're dedicating more resources to get things done in the right way. Cool? So tomorrow, Season 2 starts. It's a very cool season. There are much more things coming later, but today we cover 1 incursion, 2 classified assignments, 3 dark zones. So this season is very cool. We have planned a lot of things for that. Obviously, there will be some events that we're going to cover later, and I hope you all have fun. Thank you so much, Yannick, for joining me today.
All right, thank you.
Yep, and see you next stream. But before that, we're going to be able to watch the dev diary for the season, so everything that we talk here in a very nicer way. Don't forget to share your feedback about Season 2 that starts tomorrow as well. Thank you so much, and patch notes available later today as well. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Into the Dark places the Dark Zones at the heart of the season and brings a ton of exciting new content, including a brand new storyline centered around the hyenas, 2 new classified assignments, fresh gear, and long-awaited PvP updates. However, the changes are not limited to PvP. The Dark Zone experience also receives a refresh with the addition of a PvE Dark Zone variant. Closely tied to the seasonal storyline and modifiers, it is available only for the duration of the season. To fight back and restore peace, agents must enter the Dark Zone.
Hyenas are tearing up the streets of DC with a new, stronger supply of spice, and reports of missing persons are on the rise. The investigation leads into the Dark Zones, where the hyenas are cultivating and stockpiling their chemical supplies called sample canisters. Civilians are counting on division agents to rescue the abducted victims and shut down spice production.
Following up on a long-standing community request, Into the Dark kicks off a major PvP overhaul campaign that will roll out across multiple updates, marking a fundamental shift in how power is distributed across PvP modes. To establish a new baseline for future updates, the first iteration focuses on addressing talents that have had too much impact on PvP meta, reducing some of the biggest power spikes and giving more builds a chance to compete across conflict and dark zones. We are also investing resources in ensuring fair play with anti-cheat updates arriving throughout the season. With Dark Zones in the spotlight this season, the entire ecosystem undergoes a fundamental shift. Designed for players who prefer skill-based tactical PvP, the normalized Dark Zone fully disables expertise and SHD watch bonuses. This creates a more balanced experience, making it ideal for newcomers looking to try the Dark Zones. And once players have gotten a taste of even-field PvP gameplay, we plan to unlock an uncapped, pure PvP-focused version later in the season. Aimed at the most experienced PvP players, it will offer a more competitive environment along with increased rewards. In the classic Dark Zone, the Rogue protocol remains active, and players will have the full power of their hard-earned SHD watch and expertise progression. And finally, Into the Dark introduces a new permanent feature, weekly Dark Zone rotation with the 3 existing maps rotating between different rule sets.
A part of the rotation is also a PvE Dark Zone, where you can expect all landmarks to be occupied by hyenas. And under the influence of new potent spice, they are more aggressive and stronger than usual. Agents must venture into these contaminated areas to collect sample canisters, a critical resource that powers this season's modifier, enabling build customization through a variety of global and circumstantial bonuses. Retrieving sample canisters won't be easy. The new toxicity mechanic comes with various side effects and affects agents based on how much they accumulate while inside the Dark Zone.
This season's modifier system revolves around a new gameplay loop centered on sample canisters, a key resource earned from engaging in various hyenas-related activities. You can use them to activate bonuses, power up active modifiers throughout the seasonal mechanic called Surge, or trade them at the special sample canisters vendor for powerful buffs like increased magazine size, rate of fire, and damage to armor. Active modifiers become even stronger when Surge is triggered, while passive modifiers provide additional support in the PvE Dark Zone, including reducing the number of sample canisters needed to activate Surge. But as the division grows stronger, so do the enemies.
The hyenas aren't just wreaking havoc in the Dark Zones this season. Elite Kill Squad, made up of their toughest members, arrive to retaliation. Like last season, you can take them on and unlock new outfits inspired by these notorious bosses through the Season Pass.
With the threat levels rising across the DC, agents can look forward to acquiring new weapons and gear to confront this challenge. The Caduceus exotic AR offers critical hits repairs. The Ortiz Reficery gear set boosts hazard protection when healing allies. Nurse's knee pads grant hazard protection to you and nearby allies. And named weapons with fitting names, Brain Break and Insult to Injury, both equipped with a talent that applies confusion and amplifies damage to confused enemies. Finally, the underboss exotic SMG will arrive later this season as the exclusive Climax mission reward.
Investigation into the mystery of lost agents continues. Into the Dark introduces 2 new classified assignments. Conspiracy Zone Hideout, where agents track a damage shed signal inside a former entertainment complex. And coming later this season, Macmillan Reservoir Assault, which tasks agents with rescuing a trapped division agent caught in a battle between the True Sons and the Hyenas.
To celebrate the new season, jump into your favorite creator streams and earn exclusive Twitch drops.
There's much more coming this season, from a summer event that will take you by storm to a brand new challenge. the Division 2's second incursion at Steel Creek Hydro Dam. And be sure we've still got a few surprises up our sleeves, so stay tuned for upcoming news.
That guy was killing me. Oh, le mount. Exotic talent? No. Oh, nice. Let's go. Everything is bad. Okay. Just Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 let me see. Where is up? Up, up. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Still looking for concussion, and I think I'm good. Oh, this is super cool. Up. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this one. Dun, 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 dun.
Pièce sélectionnée. Difficulté facile.
Okay. Going here.
Construction d'ennemis initiée. Construction d'ennemis. Les ennemis apparaissent dans les portes en surbrillance.
Oh. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Oops. Shit, 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 shit. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Let's go with this. Boom.
Accès au nouveau site. Difficulté facile.
Let me check something. Ta-da, ta-da. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? Oh, they're killing me.
Accès au nouveau site. Difficulté facile.
Yeah, this is I don't think I have time to do shit. What time is it? 7 p.m. 5 p.m. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a priority objective, and I'm gonna. This is bad. Yeah, I hope I can try. I can try a little. I thought I had title. I don't know if people are playing at this time.
Civil en danger.
Ah là là. Is it matchmaking? Yeah.
Nous devons récupérer les antiviraux avant que les Black Tusk les mettent en lieu sûr. Passer par l'effondrement et localiser la salle de maintenance de la pompe du miroir d'eau. On y a placé des explosifs qui vous permettront d'entrer dans le périmètre.
Dun, dun, dun.
Reçu.
Dun, dun, dun.
Vous êtes maintenant le chien.
Vous n'avez plus qu'à trouver
Nice.
le détonateur. L'explosion devrait faire céder le plafond et vous ouvrir un accès direct à la base.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun. What the- Oh my god, this is. Oh no 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 no. What did... Man. Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna update my death count. Bum, bum, bum. Wow.
Détection d'un site protégé par des ennemis.
Nous devons récupérer les antiviraux avant que les Black les mettent en lieu sûr. Passer par l'effondrement et localiser la salle de maintenance de la pompe du
Pum, pum,
miroir d'eau. On
pum.
y a placé des explosifs qui vous permettront d'entrer dans le périmètre.
Dun, dun, dun.
Vous n'avez plus qu'à trouver le détonateur. L'explosion devrait faire céder le plafond et vous ouvrir un accès direct à la base.
Je pensais que c'était une fausse explosion. Where are you?
Un agent demande du backup. Dysfonctionnement du système. Système réactivé.
Dun, 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 dun. I saw someone saying that Paradox is not good with Frenzy because since it refills the mag, you lose the buff. I don't know.
Traumatisme important détecté. Agent immobilisé.
Dun, dun.
Source de signal crypté détectée.
Avec ça, on tient peut-être un moyen d'intercepter les coms des Black Tusk. L'ennemi se mobilise dans plusieurs quartiers.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, amalgam is nice. Up. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go.
Cherchez un terminal qui vous permette de connecter Isaac.
Transmission ennemie interceptée.
Ici Wyvern, préparez les hélicos. Il faut faire sortir les antiviraux d'ici. La base a été infiltrée par la division.
Faites en sorte qu'aucun de leurs appareils n'arrive à décoller.
Les conteneurs sont prêts pour le transfert. On en est où avec les hélicos? Ça va prendre encore quelques minutes. On est sur le coup. Fais chier, bien reçu.
Dun, dun, dun.
Empêchez leurs hélicoptères de décoller.
Assistance médicale immédiate nécessaire.
Oops.
Neutralisé.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wyvern, les hélicos ont été détruits. Putain, mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Je veux qu'on règle cette situation et vite.
Wyvern.
Occupez-vous-en personnellement.
Merci. J'ai comme l'impression que vous allez avoir besoin d'aide. On a une équipe de soutien en stand-by, mais il va falloir trouver un moyen de la faire passer
Dun,
par l'entrée principale.
dun. Dun, dun. Oh. Scanner. Ce qu'elle avait dit. Pum, pum. I hope there's an ammo box. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Sécurité compromise. Renforcez le secteur de l'entrée principale.
Bum, 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 bum. Please die. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Shit, they're getting inside. Aye, aye, aye. Dun, 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 dun. Oops.
Signes vitaux critiques. Agent immobilisé.
Aïe. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get that shot. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun.
Perturbation du système.
Dun, dun,
Dès que la
dun,
zone sera sécurisée, je pourrai ouvrir la porte.
dun.
Système en ligne.
Paradox, paradox.
Maintenant, trouvez ces antiviraux. Quand vous les aurez récupérés, tirez une fusée pour rappeler l'équipe. En attendant, on reste ici, on assure vos arrières.
Ok, écoutez-moi. Plan B. On va transporter les antiviraux
Dun,
par
dun, dun,
aéromoteur.
dun, dun, dun.
Placer les cylindres sur des engins séparés.
Yeah, I hope I'm gonna have time to play later tonight.
Blacktous filés avec le moindre échantillon.
This is a. Dun, 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 dun.
Conteneur réfrigéré détecté.
C'est forcément les antiviraux.
Heureusement que j'aime la chaleur.
Bum, bum. Oh, my hive is not back. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
On est en train d'apporter un cylindre à bord.
Oh, I'm dead. Hop.
Système limité.
Dun.
Système rétabli. Assistance médicale immédiate nécessaire.
I'm gonna die. Shit. Dun, 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 dun. 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 Dun, dun, dun. Give me 1 second.
L'équipe de soutien sécurisera le premier cylindre pendant ce temps-là.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Wyvern, l'ennemi met
Sorry.
la main sur un des cylindres. Ils essaient d'intercepter le deuxième. Défendez le pont et protégez le cylindre à tout prix.
Dun, dun, dun.
Traumatisme important détecté.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I played the jammed with the amalgam. Oh. 17h45. Yeah, I'm gonna stop after this. Hop. Dun, 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 dun. Show me ahead.
Un tir de soutien. Il y a des ennemis sur le pont.
Refusé. On ne peut pas prendre le risque de perdre ses antivirus.
Thunderbird.
Ok, bien reçu.
Demande de backup reçue.
I need ammo.
Négatif, Thunderbird. Vous allez vous faire massacrer.
Dun, dun. It's nice. He's behind the. Dun, dun, dun.
Perturbation du système.
Is he behind me?
Système réactivé.
Ta-da.
Système limité.
Pum, pum.
Exfiltration.
Reçu. Bon boulot.
That's too bad.
Conteneur portable détecté à proximité.
Je suis touché. Je perds le contrôle. Ah, et merde.
L'hélico a détruit les turbines. On est
I need ammo.
Wyvern, va falloir évacuer à pied. Et magne-toi, merde. Il nous faut ces putains d'antiviraux. Vous voulez que je m'enfuis? Je pensais que vous me connaissiez mieux que ça. C'est un ordre, Wyvern. Wyvern, c'est bien compris?
Montez à bord de cet aéroglisseur et sécurisez le reste des antiviraux. L'équipe en soutien protégera les cylindres.
It's nice.
C'est parti.
Je voulais faire un pas de côté.
Réveille-toi, connard. Drone déployé.
I tried to aim for the head, but
Chargez-moi ces lance-roquettes.
Hé, Wyvern, qu'est-ce que tu fous?
Je vais faire sauter cette putain de maison blanche.
Non mais, t'as complètement pété les plombs, quoi.
Faut qu'on neutralise ces enfoirés, non? Eh ben, c'est ce que je vais faire.
Merde, elle est folle. Agent, faites tout ce que vous pouvez pour l'empêcher de tirer ses roquettes.
s'il vous plaît.
Les lance-roquettes sont chargées.
Arrête, Wyvern. C'est un ordre.
Négatif. Requête refusée. Vous êtes là pour le feu d'artifice? Dans ce cas, vous n'allez pas être déçus. Cible verrouillée. Initiation de la séquence de lancement.
One shot. One shot.
Alerte, général. Il faut évacuer le bâtiment immédiatement. Je répète, ceci n'est pas une simulation.
Assistance médicale immédiate nécessaire.
I need some ammo on kill. Up. Dun, 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 dun. Pa, 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 pa. Dun, 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 dun.
Alimentation secondaire du lance-roquette activée. Séquence de lancement.
I don't know why my health doesn't come back. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Je vais garder un beau souvenir de ta mort. Ça faisait longtemps que j'avais pas dit ça à quelqu'un.
Headshot. Dun, 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 dun.
Alors, on est là pour jouer les héros, c'est ça? C'est beau la bravoure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Allez, finis de parler.
Ennemi détecté.
Come on.
Alimentation secondaire du lance-roquette activée. Séquence de lancement initiée.
Attention, la chance est relevée.
À la même voix que...
Alimentation secondaire du lance-roquette activée. Séquence de lancement initiée.
Brrr. Oh putain.
Signes vitaux critiques. Assistance médicale nécessaire.
Non.
Agent à terre.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ah. Pum, pum, pum. Oh. Oh. Aïe aïe aïe. Déconne qu'il vit.
Signes vitaux critiques.
Oh shit. Where's the duck? Come on, come on, come on.
Dysfonctionnement du système.
Tadam, tadam.
Système en ligne.
Dun, dun, dun,
Vigilants
dun,
d'antiviraux sont en
dun,
sécurité. On va s'assurer qu'ils soient bien exfiltrés.
pum, pum, pum.
Ennemi en approche. Est-ce qu'on peut ouvrir le feu? Négatif. Ne tirez pas. On peut pas prendre le risque de détruire.
Négatif.
Un peu de chance, ça fait pas de mal.
Tadam, 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 tadam. Pum, pum.
Reste des Black Tusk. Sans compter l'attaque de roquettes sur la base d'opération. Un travail
Oh,
exceptionnel, agent.
I recognize that name.
Mais il reste beaucoup à faire.
Pum, pum, pum.
Détecté.
Oh, let me see if they give me Alright. Dun. Well, that was fun, but not really. So yeah, I think I died on loop 8. I mean, I disconnected on loop 8, which is not fun. Hopefully I can play tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, and I will try to get the commendation. I still have to open my my boxes, so maybe if I have time I will try Destruction Legendary and Manning Legendary and Paradise Lost. I don't think I'm gonna have time. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for passing by. Have a good day. Have a good night, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next season. The new season. Boom, boom, boom. Bye.